Zinc Media. Feel the power of knowledge.
We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator of human race. And among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Good evening, my fellow Americans. It is I, your lovable host, Rod, coming to you live from my bunkerized home studio somewhere within the great granite state of New Hampshire, where the state motto is live free or die. It is not big government or bust. I am coming to you live again for our second test broadcast, and I got to say, there is no dial-in number again because, lo and behold, I did something to my computers that this time it was my fault. So I have to go back in and fix everything. And I didn't have time to fix and do show prep at the same time today. So at least my sound is working again because it wasn't for a little while. So it was something I did when I was downloading something. And I'll have to definitely go back and make sure that I repair that issue so that come Monday, when we start live for real, no more testing, when we're really on the mic, we will have an official call-in number ready and raring to go for you. And we'll be coming at you live from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. What is that? It takes right to 4 p.m. Pacific. I don't know. Can we get the... I'll have to ask it, but maybe we can get on the radio somehow. I mean, are there any cars out there yet have internet capable? Well, you can listen to it on your cell phone. If you have internet capability in your cell phone, you can obviously get. We should. I wonder if they have. Should check to see if Spreaker has an app. If not, maybe we'll have to try to design one for the Rod Eccles Show. That would be kind of cool. Have an app. Be a free. Maybe I could charge for the app. I don't know. Well, maybe. Would you? No. Well, yeah, I could charge for the. Today I have my my very well paid broadcast engineer, who doesn't cost me anything, but he's well paid for zero. But there's nothing for him to do because we haven't been able to figure all this stuff out. So he actually showed up today, and I've been trying to boot him out of the bunkerized home because before, whenever he did things for me, he played my engineer. He was able to do it remotely. But we can't do those types of things here under Spreaker yet. At least I haven't, we haven't figured out how to do it yet. But we will do that, and we'll be able to do that and get it going for you. So if I have an engineer, then it'll be easy to do. And well, since I'm not paying you anything, no, and I am not going to give you a mic. But anyway, So maybe we could go ahead and just use, what should we charge? $9.95 for it? No, he doesn't think it's a bad. He just. That's a bad idea. I get it. All right. Bad. We won't do that then. We'll just, if we get an app, we'll make it for free. If we get an app, we'll have it for free. Is that going to be better? Well, I guess there you go. Free, yes, the cheers have it. So, yeah. We'll work on getting you a free app for the Rod Eccles Show. Yes, that we will do. And in the meantime, if you guys are listening to me, then you are probably not listening to the vice presidential debate. I am obviously not listening to it because I am talking to you. So we will get into some things that I don't know what they're saying, because I'm not going to, my computer, I did a number on the computers already, so I'm not going to try to, jip the show or anything. I don't think I can. I can't jip it. We'll have to work on jipping stuff too. But I got something from Bill Clinton here. Got some new numbers, some poll numbers. What the unions are trying to do for against Romney. We got some information, news on one of Obama's failed green. One of his failed green energy manufacturers. You won't believe this. How much money they got from the feds and from the federal government, like the stimulus package and everything. And you won't believe what's happening with this company. We got some other news and something happening down in Mississippi and Louisiana. If you live in Mississippi or Louisiana, or you got folks that you know and love down there, you're going to want to stay tuned for this. Some stuff about the Obama campaign. Now, this is stuff that isn't being really talked about. And it has the old stench of, remember under Clinton, Charlie Tree? And of course, you've got Carolina, another state that is putting a temporary hold on voter ID laws. But you know what? We'll get into that one right now. Court, and this is out of the Washington Post. Court approves South Carolina voter ID law. They approve it. But they delay it until 2013. Yeah, I kid you not. Oh, yeah, you can have this law. This law is constitutional, but we're going to delay it until after this. Really? A South Carolina voter identification law does not discriminate against African Americans, but must be delayed until next year because it would cause too much confusion at polling places so close to Election Day, a federal court. What confusion? Do you have a picture ID? Yes. May I see it? And you have a list of picture IDs. Okay, you have the proper, you have the listing. You can get a proper listing of official picture IDs that are acceptable. There's a list. There's no confusion. You can get a list. When you get a new job, what do you got to fill out? You got to fill out that ID form, right? And they have a list of actual, legitimate, legal ID that you can use to prove that you're an American citizen or have the ability to legally work in this country. Every time you get a job, you have got to fill that out. And your employer's got to fill it out. And they got to keep it on file. And they take copies of the the ID that you give them. So if they have on that sheet of paper that you have to fill out, is they have a list of acceptable IDs. And you can pick and choose from them. So what is it? What is the problem with sitting before in all the polling places with all the polling volunteers and workers? Here's an acceptable list of voter ID. Sir, do you have legal voter ID that is on this list? The voter, potential voter, can go down the list and say, yes, I've got that one. Good. May I see it, please? Then the potential voter will pull out that ID. The poll worker will check it, make sure that the person is who they say they is, and this, they have machines. Okay, so maybe they can't get all these machines in well, I don't think it would be too difficult for North or South Carolina to buy these things, but they have machines that you can you scan it. You just drop it like a driver's license. You just put it over the opening on a piece of glass, and it scans it and makes sure that it's legal. It's not a fake ID. And they have them in a lot of bars and nightclubs here in New England. I used to do some nightclub security. Yeah, they got them here, so I've seen them in action. There is no problem with them trying to do that. I don't know why they can't do that. They can do that. They can definitely do that. So there is no confusion. There would be very little. This is just a red herring. And if the person says, no, I ain't got no ID. And yeah, I can use that kind of accent because I'm black, by the way. Just in case for, you people who've never heard this show before. I am the coolest, most politically incorrect conservative black man on the planet. I ain't got no ID. Sorry, sir. You cannot vote. Oh, y'all nothing but the man. Y'all won't let no Negro vote. Let me tell you, I've been voting since I was 12. I was voting before you was born. I can vote. Can't tell me I can't vote. I need some stupid. I don't need no ID. Sir, you need an ID. I ain't got no ID. Go get some. You can get an Obama ID along with your Obama phone. So just go ahead and get some ID, and you have the list of IDs that would be acceptable. Now, in a unanimous ruling, a special 3-judge panel found the law, which requires voters to display one of 5 types of photo identification, would not harm African Americans and was not enacted with discrimination in mind. So they can get 5 different. Most African Americans, even in South Carolina, have at least one legitimate ID. I'm going to say it. Why? Because they have to drive, they have to drink, they have to smoke, they have to cash different kinds of checks. Be they a check from bona fide employment, a check from bona fide unemployment, a government assistance check, a check from a relative or friend. They're going to have to display ID. They got I got me some ID, but I ain't going to show it. South Carolina's new voter ID law is significantly more friendly to voters without qualifying photo IDs and several other contemporary state laws that have passed legal muster, wrote Brett M. Kavanaugh, a judge on the U.S. Court of Appeals in the D.C. Circuit. He was joined in his opinion by U.S. District Court judges Colleen Kohler-Coatley and John D. Bates. Although they determined the law was not discriminatory, the judges blocked it from being implemented until at least 2013, citing the potential for chaos if officials tried to enforce it for the November. Well, if you would have got this out of the way and tried, see, I told you this kind of stuff was going to happen. Judges were going to find this They weren't going to be able to find it unconstitutional. They were not going to be able